So if some woman is listening to you right now who really wants to do exactly what you're saying, like take in that nourishment from the Divine Mother, from the Divine Feminine into herself, and you're saying through a meditation practice, could you kind of speak to what exactly would this person do? Because some people don't know what it would even be to have a meditation practice.
Yeah, well, you know, there's many, many teachers, and again, from different traditions. So I think the first thing is to connect with someone, and either in your own area or through the internet or through audio tapes or in books in different forms, connect with the teacher, and maybe, you know, studying with different ones to find where you find your deepest connection. And then through that connection with a particular teachers study and then learn the practices of really how one accesses this by oneself. Because I think that's the difficulty, having grown up in a culture that's really not very spiritual in its heart. You know, there's a lot of dogma in terms of beliefs, but in terms of really how do we actually really connect and come into the experience of a living presence,
yes,
that is more foreign to us. And so,
exactly,
you know, I started a Tibetan Buddhist center called Sukha Siddhi Foundation. Then people can access the teachings on the Divine Feminine and meditation and different practices through classes, retreats, through audio and visual material if they're farther away. And in fact, next year with 2 other women, I'm starting a feminine wisdom school.
How wonderful.
To bring access to the feminine wisdom,
Yes,
as a possibility for all the women. And we're hoping to have women come from all over the country for a pilot program of 4 days, 4 or 5 times a year, where we meet and do psychological and spiritual work, the psychological work to kind of find out where we are in our spiritual life, and then to remove whatever is blocking us and to work with that, and to then learn the practices, to study the lives of some of the women saints and teachers and all of that, and really move into that as a group and individually.
how deeply needed and enriching, I would imagine, that will be for you.
Yeah, we're really excited about it,
Yeah.
and really, again, drawing from, you know, religious teachers that are women from all the different religious traditions, and from the archetypal stories. Say, for example, you know, Corn Mother from the Native American.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's almost like a starvation, I
Exactly,
feel,
a
for
starvation.
the sacred feminine, for the Divine Mother. And I think at best, mothers transmit this consciously or unconsciously to their children in the best of all circumstances. But a lot of times, because the mothers themselves have never really received that from their mother, or only, you know, some conditional love and that kind of thing, they aren't able to fully transmit it to their children.
Right.